Greetings, trendsetters. Yasamika here from Being Human. You know how you watch Snapchat and Facebook and they're always saying, be a positive person and project positive energy and you're going to get it coming back? Well, I'm just going to show you what's happening underneath the surface there and show you a bit of truth about what is actually going on there and how opposites attract. Let me show you how this works. Here's Yelena, third dimensional layer. I'm going to take you through into the subconscious mind. Here's the skin of our ghost. Emotional body deals in feelings. Mental body deals in thinking and achievement, loves power. The red body lives for acceptance, so therefore they'll feel wanted. And the blue body lives for power. Now, here's the subconscious mind. It's actually a good guy. It gets a lot of bad press and a bad rap, but when you understand how this being within inside all of us, the subconscious ego, works, it'll become a friend. Because why would we want to create a battle or a fight inside of us? Because whatever's inside of us, we project on the outside of us. So while we're always painting this being here as bad, disruptive, that means we have an internal battle. So therefore that internal battle on the inside with a part of us will manifest on the outside, and we'll always be battling on the outside. Anyway, here's the ego. This deals with what's underneath. The outside layer deals, this is the conscious mind. So there are things in the conscious mind we want to have a happy life. Well, most people do. They want things to be coming their way. They want to be able to manifest energy, good energy, abundance, all on this layer. Now, this is a different world to this world, because we're going to go into this world here and show you what's actually going on. This being the surface layer deals with our surface needs and our surface wants. This being in a deeper level of us in the fourth dimension deals with the longer term solutions, the longer term way how things should be, because that in here we have all our programming. On the outside, we want to have a happy life, be joyful, and let's say be helpful. So down here, if the subconscious goes, oh, okay, you want to be happy. And what happens when you make things happy? Well, the subconscious goes, well, you pop over there. When I make things happy, people give me positive energy, and that feeds my subconscious ego. Oh, okay, that's good. Righto. So that means when you make this person feel happy, you get fed subconscious energy, which actually means it's karma. And it goes, yeah, that's right. So do you really want to manifest happy people? And the sub goes, no, not necessarily. And you go, how come? I said, well, I would rather have sad people or depressed people and angry people. And we go, so why is that? It's because when I make them happy, I get positive vibes coming my way. And it feeds my subconscious or karmic petrol tank, gives me energy. Right. So on the outside, as much as this mind here wants to live a happy and joyful and helpful life, the world inside of us, the subconscious world, is actually thinking the exact opposite. Everyone's happy. And I feel great for the short term, but I am not getting fed because these people are happy anyway. I need to find people who are angry, depressed, sad, down, the exact opposite from happy, because my job is to make people happy. Ooh, so that means for you to play out your purpose, you have to manifest the opposite. Yes, that's right. As much as I know the surface loves having a happy, joyful life, which is fine, I am not doing my job. I like to be helpful as well. Oh, okay. So that means you like to help people. Yeah. Cool. So what kind of people do you want to manifest in your life on the outside, in the physical layer? Well, I need people who are helpless, useless. Okay. And when they're like that on the outside, I can play my part. Karmic purpose. Oh, so you actually need the exact opposite kind of people from helpful, because that's your role. Yeah. Okay. So, yep, we got helpless, useless, unable to do anything, stay on the couch, never wake up, unable to get their own life. Yeah, that's right, because I get my karmic buzz or my karmic energy from being helpful. Wow. So again, you need more people on the opposite side of the fence, so to speak. Yeah, absolutely. Why would I want to manifest a person who's independent, knows how to help themselves, into my life? Because my karmic purpose is being helpful. Oh dear. Right. I get that. There's such a thing as a karmic archetype. That's kind of like the role that we play, subconsciously driven. Okay, so let's say this person here is a peacekeeper. Let's say, you could say it's a policeman. So if you get your karmic buzz out of being a peacekeeper, keeping down the domestic violence and everything, right? What kind of people, on the surface, what kind of people would you like? Well, I'd like law-abiding people who are happy and joyful. They get on with their life, and they're living a life of peace, and there's no discord. Okay, so if you've got a karmic archetype that's a peacekeeper, for you to play out your role, what do you need? Well, I need war. Remember, I'm a peacekeeper. So I need war, I need violence, I need domestic violence, I'd need disruption. Wow. So while you've got this karmic archetype role inside of you, you're programmed to create war on the outside, however that manifests. Yes, because then I can come in and be the peacekeeper and I play out my role and I get my karmic buzz. Whoa, okay. So in actual fact, the surface layer thing's totally different from you. Yeah. Why would I want to manifest happy, joyful, independent people when I have a role to help them out? Makes no sense. I know, makes total sense. Let's say you've got a different archetype. What about if you're a fixer and you like to repair things? What kind of reality do you want to have on the outside? Well, if I'm a fixer and I'm a repairer, I want broken things. I want to walk into a reality or live in a reality that needs my help, because that's how I get my feed, my karmic feed. When I play out my fixer role, someone's going to come along. First of all, someone says, that's broken. And you go, oh, well, I can fix it for you. Oh, can you? Yep. So you come along, fix it, whatever that is, and you get your karmic buzz. So if you're a fixer or a repairer, or you want to be useful, you have to manifest a reality or a relationship with a person who's got things that need to be fixed, need to be repaired, where you are useful at doing that. So you're actually manifesting the exact opposite. Yeah, absolutely. I do not want to walk into a reality where everything's really good. I need a reality that needs me so I can get my buzz again. So I need a reality that's broken, needs repair. Whoa. So that actually means the police subconsciously are creating a discordant reality so they can play out their peacekeeper. Yes, absolutely. Whoa. So let's say you're an emergency worker. Well, I need emergencies. Okay. On the outside, I suppose it's fair to say that you want a life that's calm and serene with no hiccups and everything's going well. Yes, that's on the outside. But on the inside, if I want to again get my karmic buzz, I need emergencies to happen. Firefighters, ambulance people. Yeah, right. So you are actually subconsciously 50%, because everything's 50%. 50%, you're actually looking for emergencies so you can play out your karmic role, your archetype. Yeah, absolutely. So isn't that interesting? So all you people out there who, let's say you like to keep people happy, you want to bring people up so they feel elevated. You'll never elevate an elevated person because they're already up there. So your subconscious mind will manifest a deflated person so you can pump them up, get them going. So we actually manifest on a deeper level the exact opposite, what the conscious mind wants. So what's going on here? We've got two layers of consciousness. We've got the conscious layer, who in the short term and on the surface wants a happy, joyful life. And that's here. But what actually binds us together in a reality, and it's just like jigsaw puzzle pieces. Here's the subconscious ego. And it's got a role, or it's got a mindset, and it needs for there to be a connection of energy. If this person here is busy trying to keep everyone happy and elevated, subconsciously, to make the connection, they have to manifest the opposite. So if you have a look at this here, one is the receiving part and one is the projecting part. The opposite. So on a subconscious level, we have to manifest the opposite of what we want so it can connect to us. So here's the help. So this person's a happy helper. They have to manifest a sad, angry, what kind of person? Who needs help? Here's a peacekeeper. A peacekeeper needs to manifest in a law keeper. I think it's law keeper, law abider. So for them to keep the law, they have to find people who are outlaws so they can play out their part to get their karmic feed. So on the surface, yeah, sure, we like-minded people like to connect with them, but subconsciously, we are actually programmed to manifest the opposite of what the conscious mind wants. So we can play out our karmic role in our karmic archetype. And that is why we manifest the opposites. Let's say in a relationship. Because, if you're going to be living with this person, supposedly for the rest of your life, you meet a person and the conscious mind is happy because, wow, I like this person because they like this, and we've got a lot in common on a conscious layer, which is great, really helps. However, if one of these, let's say it's the lady who has a karmic role to be a happy helper, subconsciously she has to manifest a male that is angry, disruptive, could be violent, because she has to play out her role so they can connect in a subconscious level. Interesting, eh? And this is all happening underneath the surface. The surface mind has no idea that this is here. After, say, a couple of years, the surface mind and the lady will start saying, why the hell did I hook up with this guy? This guy is everything, or the opposite of what I actually want to see in a partner or a husband. So we'll just change it to the male. So the male, so here's the provider. So he meets a female who's lovely and who is really happy for him to pay for the meal and pay for a bit of a holiday or something in the courting thing. He's playing out the provider and she's playing out the receiver, which is fantastic. Now, as the years go on, this woman here ends up to be an endless suck of energy. She needs to be provided. She is unable to do anything for herself. She's very dependent on this man. And the male's going, far out. This woman is just a continual suck of my income and my energy. Yes, but mate, you're programmed to be a provider. You're programmed to be a sugar daddy. Never expect this woman here to be independent, because that's the last thing your subconscious wants. So this is how the opposites work. If you're in a long-term relationship and you realize there's a part of your life that's out of balance, whatever it is, whether you're a male or a female, have a look underneath to see what kind of archetype you are. Are you a person who is a caregiver? Caregivers, subconscious caregivers, need a person to be an invalid, or they have to need caring. So you manifest the opposite of what you have. And this is how programming works. These are all programs that make this, because the subconscious mind goes, oh, as a child, you used to do babysitting and used to care for other people. Well, I'll record that and put that in a program, so when you get older, you can be a carer, and that way you'll have a karmic purpose on life and it'll give you a reason to live. So the child goes, great. Next minute, down the line, 20, 30 years, 40 years, 50, and the person's going, far out. I'm unable to do anything other than care for other people, animals, people, whatever I can, because it's a mind program that makes us do that kind of thing. So is how we manifest the opposite. The subconscious mind is always looking for energy to fill up our subconscious tank of false karmic love. So it takes on archetypes, and that's our law. And that's how we end up filling up our karmic petrol tank full of illusionary love. Never really lasts that long, because we have to join up with opposites of who we are. If this person here is a healer and they like to fix people, so to speak, that'll do. Subconsciously, does this person want to have a healthy life or have people around themselves who are healthy? No, not at all. If they're a healer, they need people to fix. They need people who are ill, people who need caring, but on a healing way. So they manifest sick people around them all the time because they have to play out their healer. These patterns are really strong. They control our entire reality and our entire life. Have a look at it and see what kind of archetypes you play out, because they'll be there for you to get your karmic love buzz from playing out your pattern. You know, if this person here is a joker, he has to tell jokes to get his karmic feed, which is fine. But the trouble is, he will manifest people always wanting him to tell jokes. He'll say, hey, that's only one part of my life. But the subconscious mind goes, mate, it's the one that works for you. Oh. If this man here is an outlaw, or female, makes no difference. So to get their karmic feed, they want to go straight, or what's known as straight. They want to get their life in a line and let's say, do the honest thing. But the point is, if he or she's patterned to be an outlaw, they have to create a law to break. So they may enter a relationship. So the person who's programmed to have outlaw karma will actually break the laws of the relationship, that whatever laws they are. He'll get a job or she'll get a job, and they'll be programmed to rebel and break the law. They want to go straight. See it all the time on the movies and the TV program and in real life. Someone wants to go straight, but they're programmed to be an outlaw. So they have to be on the outside of the law subconsciously, and they get themselves into trouble all the time for the simple fact, underneath they have a karmic role, and this is all patterning. Oh, good God. Knowing this just helps us understand how everything ticks. Have a look at the opposites. You know, you'll go meet your friends. One will be happy and joyful. One will be, chances are, will be a bit grumpy. You know, have a look at the opposites, because subconsciously, you know, we all talk about a dependent reality. This is a subconscious dependent reality. If someone's really useful at making things, the other one will be, oh, can you make this for me? Oh, can you make this for me? Because they're programmed to be a maker. Have a look at it. It's just another good insight of what's happening underneath. Opposites attract subconsciously big time. If you have any comments, write them below. If you want to know, if you want a hand to clear any of your subconscious patterning that keeps you stuck in this role or your archetype, go to our website or drop a message, and we can sort out a clearing session for you. Have a goodie. Awareness is the key, and this is going to help you become more aware of what's happening in your subconscious mind and your subconscious ego. And remember, this person here, this being here, is doing it for your good, because you need energy. So it sets up an archetype. So it creates effect. The cause, you'll create a person who's ill, but the effect is you can play out the healer. If you've got a pattern where the cause is something broken, you can go and play out your role and fix it or build it, save it, whatever it is. Cheers, everyone. Have a goodie. Have a look at your opposites.